Iconic Man. Proudly brought to you by Men and Boys for Gender Equality in partnership with National AIDS and Health Promotion Agency, NAPA, under the Boys Arise.Nanogang campaign, inspiring men, transforming communities.
All right, it's Gabz-FM, powered to engage your world. You are on Iconic with myself, DollarMac, and every Monday we talk iconic men with my man, Desmond Lunga from Men and Boys for Gender Equality. He is the team leader.
At least we're not in some meetings, we're not around.
Oh man.
Thank you very much for having me. And for me today is very exciting because I always call upon our leadership,
Yes.
to be open about issues that health, the issues that affect Tamborre. Our country is currently in a crisis in terms of GBV, but we also have a crisis, a very silent crisis, the cancer. And this month is as breast cancer awareness, but we chose and saw it fit to talk to a cancer that affects Borre in general. And we have Honorable Dumelang Saleshando, the leader of opposition, also a member of parliament for Maung North. I get
Correct.
Thank you so much, sir.
Honorable, yes, Lou.
I received.
I receive.
Yeah.
Welcome to Gabz-FM. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for inviting me. Well, guess what?
That's nice.
No, thank you very much for allowing us the opportunity to interview you.
Yes.
The program is called Iconic Men, and we are running a campaign called Brothers Arise, which is a campaign that reaches out to men to educate them about their health, educate them about being part of ending gender-based violence. So we are excited to have the leadership of the country being able to come and embrace. And today we are talking about the cancers that affect men. And I think in our social media and other posts, you've come up open to say you have experienced a health challenge and overcame it. And so we saw it fit to invite you to come and talk to the broader men out there, because we've realized that a lot of men don't actually are afraid to go and test. Maybe you can share a brief background on your experience and how you overcame it.
Okay. No, firstly, thank you very much for inviting me. Now for me, this is always an opportunity to reach out, if I can, to whatever number of men I may be able to persuade to firstly know that there is this cancer called prostate cancer. The estimate globally is that around 1 out of every 8 men would normally get it. That means it's more than 10%. And the thing about it is that the early stages, you won't get any signs that you may have prostate cancer. Now I was fortunate that I did get it in the early stages. And I got it because I come from a family that has a history of cancer. Normally that is the starting point. If a family member of yours has had cancer or prostate cancer, you are at high risk. So for me, it means that my children, my male children, will be at high risk when they go over the age of 40. Normally, it's rare to get someone under the age of 40 with that cancer. So now when I turned 50, I started checking on an annual basis. And it's an easy test. Ghana is just one prick. And they do a blood tests. They are able to tell you. It's a very simple test. If you do a PSA, let's not go into what PSA stands for, but that basic PSA test is able to give an indication if there could be any chance of a cancer growing in your prostate. So I did the tests annually from 2021 because yes, I think 2021 that's when I turned 50. But unfortunately 2021, 22, that's again I got COVID. In fact, I think I did 2020 and then missed 2 years. I did it in 2020, missed 21, 22. Because COVID. Yeah. So when I went back post-COVID, my PSA suggested that there's a problem. PSA. The next stage, it's what they call a prostate biopsy. You go into theater. It was my first visit into theater. Maybe take it a step. Yeah, well, you go into theater. And they cut a small part of your prostate. It's not a very sensitive operation. I mean, they didn't even have to put me out. So I could talk and see what was going on throughout. So they cut a small portion or small portions to go and test. And my tests came back positive. It's not an easy thing to deal with. The word cancer. I remember one friend telling me about someone who had some aggressive cancer to which they ultimately succumbed. HIV because you know now if you have a very aggressive form of cancer, it's bad news. But yes, Lena, when the prostate biopsy results came back, they confirmed the cancer. I must admit I was down.
Of course.
You get home, I came to roll on the couch trying to watch TV. That day I did. But what I decided to do about it is that I self-counseled and decided that one of the easiest way of dealing with this thing is not keeping it a secret. It's to talk about it, and it helped because other men under the same predicament have reached out to me. You know, just sitting with others and saying, this is what I have gone through. You build a brotherhood of, you know, if he's making it, I will make it too. Because one thing about it is that if it's caught early, remember in early stage, if I remember well, it's stage 0 up to stage 4. If it's caught early, which is stage 0, 1, and 2, chances of survival are estimated about 96-98% within the first 5 years. But if it's caught late, that 96-98% chance of survival reduces to about 36.
That's when it's caught late.
And that's where the catch is. Test early, so that you fall in the 96-98% of survival chances, as opposed to your 36% high weak stage 4, stage 5. All these things that they mean. Because stage 0 means that it's not that a tumor. Stage 1, on a less small tumor. Stage 2, 3, 4, but it can be treated. Essentially, stage 0. Stage 0 can monitor. Then 1 and 2, there are different therapies. Only treatment options. I had to travel outside, but I think I have seen some hospitals in Botswana, the sort of treatment that I utilized. They are different, like I say, you discuss with your doctor and you decide what's a mali.
Are you able to maybe tell us about those treatments?
Well, one of the most extreme is just just remove this thing. Let's I can say say you are 70 or 80. They just opt to say, let me just remove it. But the truth is, you can kill the cancer within the prostate at the early stages. Look, what I use, for those who are interested, I ended up going through something called the brachytherapy. And simply put, with the brachytherapy, what they do is that they implant within the prostate some small particles that remit radiation which kills the cancer.
Okay.
I'm trying to put it in a very simple
way, yes.
way. I'm sure a medical doctor listening out there is saying,
I can tell you're not a doctor.
yeah, but I'm simplifying it.
Yes.
But there are different ways to bolela when you go mo goreng aya na kana ga ya nama, and how is nama the easier it is for you to deal with it.
The ordinary Botswana, I'm sitting here and listening to you. I lost my father to the same cancer, and I'm over 40 and still haven't gone to test. So it's a challenge for me to really say I need to take that step to go and test. But what encouragement can you give to an ordinary man out there listening where Ilungori hasn't taken the opportunity to go and test?
You know what? We would all love a long life. That you don't want to take through the torment of losing you. And all my issue really is, you are better off knowing what you are dealing with. Take the tests. Like I say, it's one prick.
Where you
go through the exit door.
I think that's what every man is afraid of.
It's still there, that test. But test number one, you want to go check a PSA. You may say, you're even having problems with passing urine. Now, I drink a lot of water, so I do discharge urine quite a number of times in the day. Now, had it been at an advanced stage, when it's enlarged, your urine passage is also interrupted sometimes. You pass urine, but how to? You don't, then you go back later. I mean, after a short while, the urge is there to go back again. If you are waiting again, you will get to a stage where maybe it's now some blood coming through the urine as well. Those are some of the symptoms at the late stage. Now, like I said, I tested any symptom. I know I'm high risk. I come from a family that has a history of the cancer. I am over 50. I am black because it's also one of those things. It's more common amongst Ronabo Ransunyane Ronale Libato Bashu. Malita Mangwantial, Honale Malita Mangwale, or more common amongst Batobashu, Honalabato Bansu. That's how it is, yes.
So I'm to
So is there any like health tips and change of lifestyle that you've encountered in terms of exercise or eating well?
Well, fortunately, now I'd always been motowa exercising. Not intense, but regular walking and jogging, trying to eat a little bit healthy, not eating fatty foods to the extent you can, increasing your intake of fruits and vegetables, your greens in your diet. I've always been that person because when I was about 8 years, I was diagnosed with a heart condition, which could have been life-threatening at the time. And it required for me to also alter my diet in the same way that I'm being required to do now. So I think I'm not the best of healthy eaters, but I do try. So those are the sort of things that I knew you need to look out for. But when I let you once I've been after testing positive or knowing that I now I have the cancer, I also try to just work on some other adjustments. I agree. One of the things about cancer is that the cancer cells consume more of your glucose. So there's a positive relationship between cancer growth and intake of sugar.
Yeah.
But there isn't really any evidence to suggest that if you stop when you're already positive, it will
Reduce.
it's not there, but it's a personal decision that I've taken that, okay, let me just cut off the sugar completely. So even when I enjoy my tea or coffee, there's no sugar in it. Eating more around your, you know what, the Botswana dishes.
Yeah.
Na re do ke ditse ko lapeng. When you read through available literature, I tell you. I must also state this because a lot of people then, like I said, we have a small community where we exchange. The research is not conclusive, but there is a good body of literature that suggests that certain herbs that you may intake do also help to slow down or to get you to avoid getting the cancer. So it's a personal choice. Now I think you get to a stage where you say, I don't want, I don't want medication. I've had people who do that. I'll just try the herbs. I wouldn't go that route. I think life is about a balance. If the herbs have been used and found to work in some people, it's worth trying them out. But I don't think choosing one route and say, let me shut this one out, would be the way to do it. But again, it's a personal choice. I'm just sharing information.
True.
Let's invite our callers. I've been seeing some phone lines flashing here. Feel free to call in and be part of the conversation. Plus 267 3956962 is also the number that you can use to call and comment or ask questions or join in on the conversation.
Yeah, maybe let me also dive into.
I'm sorry, let's do this and we'll get Gabz-FM. Hi.
Hi, Gabz-FM.
Hello, welcome. How are you?
I am good. You're speaking to Dr. Trump. I'm a medical doctor.
All right.
And I am so happy I'm having this conversation. I've never been more delighted. Everything is 100%. I love this so much.
Why do the terms that thing? Why do malana olengaka or ha misrepresent again?
And well, he's used, I'm sure, the same language that he was taught in to simplify it for him, a non-medical person. Yes, and it's beautiful.
Thank you so much for your call, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Doc. Gabz-FM, you're live. Hi. Onera wa mogela ke monno motona ke tselo ro ra nna ke
ona le motlotle nya kra wena nya o ke motlotlegiwo
okay thank you ka wa mogela ke so
ga itimela ke ready ke mo dima ne ku utlwa malwana ko lo bile go toga ba tswa ene ke utlwa motho go tatang gore ke jore ka go bona ka nyala ne ke go hemola itsa gore ke tle ke ne di google yana ke check le ka ho leletsa Mr. Vladimir Putin ka kwa o mo check ka ne ke ntse ke utlwa malwa ka bana le yone treatment ya cancer ba la ga ngwe ka ri tsa ba go re ke di fake news but ke tsara la ko mo wa ba diplomatic ke tsara ga leletsa Putin o ka wa itse gore o mang kana mo botswa buale yona o tsara re nkgonna go ta go thusa o ta fola nkgonna o ka treatment ya temba re ke bo $6,000 wa re confident mo dipuleng e kana around bo 80,000.
Thank you. Gabz-FM, hi. You're live. All right, we lost you. Honorable, get to the comment.
I wish I had access to him, but I don't. Today, my priority for to talk to him or chat to him would be to say, can you silence the guns?
Please.
And then, yes, there was also this issue at my recent ailment. It had nothing to do with the cancer.
Yes.
But I must say this. Cancer saved me. Nice. Because that ailment was discovered because I had to do a scan. Check out what had the cancer spread to any other part of the body. So when they did that scan, then they discovered that I was bleeding onto the brain. And that was attended to. Had I not done that scan, so now I'll also say, look, the positive side is this.
Yeah.
God gave me the cancer to save me from a stroke. I would be gone now, maybe.
Everybody say.
So check out
Thank you very much. I think the elephant in the room,
yes.
I would have not done justice to the ordinary Botswana if I don't ask this question. are our health facilities able, our government health facilities, able to cater for such issues that cancer, and you are a bit silent, Parliament, when it comes to issues that men's health.
Yes.
I know we are always, maybe it's our socialization as men to always deal with children and women, but there isn't a lot of conversation around men's health at that level.
The unfortunate answer is no. That's the unfortunate answer. It's no. It's no because we are very weak. Prevention is better than cure. So a starting point, public health, emphasize public education. And that is why, even if it's 2-3 people out there that who will get the message, I take pleasure in knowing that I've played some role. And I must concede, I really wish I had done more with public education around this issue, and I'm hoping to increase. But who test our public health infrastructure ga encourage gore o khone go tsena hela o sa lwale a bo re nakitsile go itesta. So santhala bitela batho ba fodileng ko ile gore mongwe le mongwe ka dumelana gore nya wana ka gaolwa le sepe na go morago wa bona. And I think that is why for us, for me and the BCP, they emphasize the general tests once every 2 years for everyone. You are encouraged to go and test. The treatments in the but remember, Canada be dealing in private hospitals and not necessarily the public ones. Going outside, going outside for public is not also a pleasant thing. I mean, I've got my own experience. Where at one, because how you're going to, the doctors demand of you to pay everything up front. So how it's they are not necessarily morally upright doctors. I mean, I had the case where I was more or less abandoned at one stage by a doctor after theater. So later on I get about to Habatswagonti. Raganya gore for let me not, it's not the word I like to use, but we label them. I'm seeing the same thing in South Africa. South Africans, you just don't understand what is going on to the human race. So going outside for medical help may seem prestigious, but it has its own problems. I experienced them even with my own private medical aid. So the long-term solution, maybe not long term, medium to short term, should be that, look, these numbers are increasing. We need to invest more in making sure for my little own part, one of the things I try to do in my own medical doctors who volunteer to come out for free, private medical practitioners. A full day where people can do basic tests. We did it in 2023. We did not do it in 2024 because it was election year. Priorities were elsewhere, but we are doing one. I remember when we did the first one, at least 1,000 people coming through. But we had more than 5,000 people coming through in one day.
That was beautiful.
Are we doing it again in November 8th? I'm still knocking on more doors for medical doctors to beef up the numbers because we did get overwhelmed the last time in Negitsu. Should there be a stampede?
No, thank you so much for those efforts.
Yes.
One would be interested in saying Ghana November is the month of GBV, but also month of men's health awareness. Are you focused only in Maung? You are encouraging also some of your colleagues to be able to upscale some of this information.
Before we are Gabz-FM, you're live on radio. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome, you're live. Hi.
I'm sorry, it's me again. It's Kampo. I love the initiative. I am located in Letsola Tebe. Please reach out. I am ready to bend over backwards to test all of Maun.
Listen, we need your details so we can pass them over to
We do need them.
the office here, Honorable Saleshando. Can you send them on our WhatsApp line? Do you have it?
No problem. Of course I do. I'll send it just now. I'm a local listener.
We love you so
regular
much.
listener.
Thank you so much for being great, ma'am. We will wait for that number. Gabz-FM, hi.
No problem.
Gabz-FM?
Hi, Dollar. How are you?
Very well, Rapper. Talk to us, my brother.
Yes, actually, ne ke batla go letsa ke mo manya, but then since he considered hore he feels hore he didn't do much, le nna ne ke feel yalo because while he is the yardstick of this thing ya gore we run medical checkup, routine medical checkup. He is the champion, to be honest. Nahela personally, I managed to escape 2 conditions. With courtesy of his encouragement for us to go and do this.
Wow. Thank you so much, my brother.
Cool.
Yes, Gabz-FM, hi.
Hey, hi.
Raho Amogela.
Malesu here. I want to say something to Khanya Dooms. I really appreciate what he's doing.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Hey, Kosi.
I think.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can I talk?
Yes, please, go ahead. You're live on radio. Talk to us.
Malesu, give me Malesu.
Raho Amogela, Malesu.
You know, I've always respected Dooms. I'm going to respect him even more. And I just hope that Botswana learn from this. This man is an icon. I respect him, and may God bless you, sir, for what you're doing.
Thank you very much for the encouragement.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. We are from different parties. I think we're out of time, Honorable Dumelang Saleshando. Thank you so much for taking time and talking to us. I think hela kai riana ka buripana potso aga re lunga gore a heletse hela ko maung and what is next.
No. I know some of my colleagues have also have interests. So gare hetsa ko maung, I will be offering myself to ba bangwe gore maybe let's take this to other places. And I will do this to even my non-party members. Our ruling party or other opposition parties to say let's go and do this. Starting off with Bone like I say for Banna we test.
True.
Thank you so much, Honorable.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Until next time.
Thank you very much. They can catch us on Facebook page, Men and Boys for Gender Equality, and the Brothers Arise page. Thank you.
This conversation will be rebroadcasted on our social media platforms.
It's being real. It's being true to yourself. It's living and doing your passion. It's everything that it's flying high, reaching for your dreams, breaking glass.
Now that's iconic. That's iconic. Icon. Monarchy icon. Master everything once the mic's on. Icon get icon. Hakamadi feel like a pair of tights on. It's iconic sounds, iconic songs, iconic news, conversations, iconic views. 12 to 3 hang out with the iconic dude. Right here on Gabz-FM, the iconic group. Holla back and DollarMac and be iconic dude. DollarMac, holla back and show him what iconic dude. It's iconic. It's iconic. It's iconic.